Are your Sport Hubcap centers all faded out and the paint missing from them? And is the paint fading out and you're pretty much all chrome on your hubcaps? Well, today we're working on restoring your Sport Hubcap, so follow along. Hey folks, welcome back. Well, yeah, we're getting ready to get the 65 cleaned up, get it ready for Carlisle. And I'm looking at the hubcaps and, well, they're not bad, but, you know, there's a lot of things that can be freshened up on them. I mean, let's take a look. Well, there's red 66, same hubcaps. Got the Sport Hubcaps, would typically be on your Formula S, as well as, you know, your Commando equipped V8, right? These ones here on the 65 aren't bad at all. I mean, you see the paint in the center. It looks really good. The blue and the red fills the whole, you know, the Valiant V really nicely. The plastic's not cracked. But I'm going to show you how you take those out and fix them up. Because like this one here, the red is faded out. Looks like there's like chrome or silver behind it. The black is kind of chipped in there. This one's got a little crack in the plastic. You can see that, but we're going to work with it. It's not as bad as some as I've seen. But the problem is when you go to remove them out of the hubcap center, the factory puts them in with, it looks like, weather strip adhesive, more than likely to keep them from rattling, because just in case they don't get the tabs, you know, cinched down tight enough, this keeps that piece from rattling. But when you pull it out of the center, you pull the paint off and it really looks even worse than if you'd have just left it alone. So I'm going to show you how you do that, and then we're going to paint these the silver inside the centers, and we're going to mask off and paint up the hubcap itself and see what it all looks like. I've got these spare hubcaps. This is like not a bad one. It's like the best of my worst. And it's got some dings and dents in the outer section, as they do over time. People banging on them, prying them on and off, or they fall off and they bounce off a curb. And this one is just a center I have already out of the middle of this. And as a test, let me show you something real quick. I'll give you a preview, sneak peek. I've already masked off and painted this section. Like you can see, this is cleaned up, how the silver in here gets grayer and dirtier and dingy. You know, to dress it up, we're going to use this silver. And I just picked this up. Where is it? Where's the can? Just picked this up at the local parts store. A little Duplicolor Chrysler. And this is Radiant Silver Metallic. So I'm thinking that's going to look nice when we get it out in the sun. Polish these up, tape them off, paint these. Same color we're going to put in here. But first, let's disassemble this. And then I'll show you how you pop them, the centers out. And then, really, how we're going to fix this up and paint the inside. So if you're new to Mopars, or you really haven't paid that much attention, these are really kind of a two-piece design. And these center parts are held in with a snap ring here. Just take your handy-dandy screwdriver and you pry it out. You want to be careful that you don't overbend these tabs too much. You don't want them breaking off on you. And there you go. Put that aside. Center. Got your hubcap. All right, now we got the center out. I'm going to show you how you pop that out. You see down inside there, you got those tabs, just like on the back side of this. You want to bend them straight, push that out. Let's catch it here. There. and we're out. Now you can see the blob of weather strip adhesive that they put in at the factory to keep these things from rattling around. So we're going to clean both of these up, and then we're going to show you how we're going to get in here so we can clean that up and repaint that. First, you just pop this right out of the trim ring, and you'll notice there's little, you can see them, little grooves in the plastic here for each one of these. Doesn't really matter how it comes apart, just make sure when you put it back together you get the tabs in the groove. Yeah, that needs to be cleaned up. So I'm just going to use a putty knife and scrape this off, and you'll notice some of it's dried hard, some of it's not, some of it's gooey, you know. Switch your razor blade. All right, now that we got most of that stuff scraped off the back, you can see how it's starting to show through, because we've scraped off not just the weather strip adhesive, but the black paint that covers up most of this. And I stopped here because you can see that the Valiant V is recessed down. So that's a good thing, because we're going to want to scrape all of this color off of here before we go any further. We also want to get a pick and try and scrape out all the goo inside the Valiant V. Got my little handy pick here. And here's where you want to be careful, because you'll notice there's chrome all in these recessed lines here for the V. You don't want to scrape too much, because you don't want to scrape the chrome out of there. You just want to scrape the goo off the top, and then we're going to scrape the blue and the rest of the red off of there. Okay, that's about as far as we want to go. You can still see the chrome is still in those higher areas. So now what we're going to want to do is I'm going to take the razor blade and scrape all of the black off, and then we'll get in there and do the red and the blue. And this will be completely see-through except for the chrome in those little grooves. Okay, now we get some sandpaper, we're just kind of sand the rest of that off. A little 320 grit. There you have it. Got all the black off the back. Now we're not too concerned about any scratches back here, because once we paint this, it's all going to disappear, because we'll polish the outside. We don't have to worry about polishing the inside. So now we got to get in here and we got to scrape the colors off. That's next. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to scrape the colors off a little at a time. A little bit more to go. I'm going to clean that up, and then we're going to put some color in there. That's what you want to end up with, is something, it's all scraped off in the back, and you still have the chrome outline of the V. Come on, focus for me. There we go. See? Now the outside is still shiny. The inside is scratched up, but once we put the paint in there, you're not going to see the scratches at all. So let's get to doing that. Okay, we're just using regular Testors enamel. This is the red and the blue that I think are close enough, to the original colors as best as possible, right? So we're going to start with the blue, and remember, okay, paint the correct side. No, I did not goof up. But if you do, you're going to have to let it dry, scrape it out, start again. You don't want to do that. No, no, you don't. So I know that these are the tops. That's going to be the blue on that side. Red on that side, blue on that side. So we flip this over. This side's going to be blue. It's closer to this side. All right. And you just want to do a little at a time. I did several coats on another one. Just take your time. We can give that a few minutes to dry and put another coat on, and then we'll move to the red. And then I'll show you the next two steps after that. Yeah, it's a lot of steps. I get it. But to get it right, so it looks good, you gotta do it all. Hey, you know, you're not gonna be able to find these brand new anywhere, and finding them in really good condition is getting harder and harder. So follow along. This is to get you where you want to be. Trust me. All right, now that you've gotten your red and your blue all done, let me flip this around and show it to you in the light. And you're pretty happy with that. Tape off the back side of this. And you want to get it just outside of those grooves, right? Because if you got a little aggressive with the pick and you didn't get any paint in the grooves, and I got a little there, but it doesn't show through, you're going to hit it with a little metallic silver chrome-ish stuff and coat the whole back of that. And then after that, we're going to do a coat of black. So let's get the chrome on, take the tape off, and we'll go from there. There. Silver's on. Now to do the black. All right, we got the back of this all painted up. Looks good. Front looks good. Needs a little cleaning and polishing of the plastic, but that's not bad. Well, that's all set. Let's get our other pieces taped off and we'll get them painted up. Yeah, masking this is going to be fun. Real fun. No, it's not. Well, I've already gone ahead and polished the trim ring. So we'll set this in place now. Remember the slots I told you about? Yep, just line them up. Just line them up. Line up. There we go. and just snap it in place. Boom. There you go. So you can put these together with, you know, a dab of weather strip adhesive if you choose to. That's your choice. I choose to put them back together without it because if I got to take them apart again, which I should never have to, right? I don't have to worry about it destroying all the hard work I did. Grab yourself a socket about the same size as the inside. This is a 1 1/16. Put a little rag over top of this. This way, when you flip it over, you push it on that trim ring, you can really just kind of push these tabs right down. There. Pretty nice, right? All painted up. All right, let's get this piece on the hubcap and give you a comparison between an old one. I like to do it like this. Just rest the edge on your workbench on a rag. Just take your snap ring and just hook it on one. Start your way around. Just kind of reversing what you did before. Now you may find that pull the tabs a little bit to help it out. Make sure you get it on top of the centerpiece under the tabs. You don't want it to fall out. This one needs a little adjustment. There. Little hammer. Let's give it a little tap in. Make sure it's seated. Ding over your tabs. That is one awesome looking hubcap. Holy cow. Wow. All together like that. Beautiful. Here's your side by side. Here's the one we just cleaned up. That rebuilt center. Polished up and painted. Looking good. And here's one I just popped off the car. And it had a pretty good center already. We didn't polish it. It needs to be cleaned up. But you can tell how, you know, the paint is worn off. It's a little faded. But I mean, difference is crystal clear. Worked out really well. And I mean, when your centers look like that, that's what you got to do, right? You got to take them apart, pull them apart, scrape them, sand them, repaint them, get the backside all done nice and neat, and pop them back in those centers. And that's how you, and it's a lot of work, trust me, fingers hurt. And I did learn a new skill. I learned how to very carefully use that razor blade to cut through the tape, masking those ribbed areas off. I don't know how I would do it differently if I had to paint all those little black ribs. But I do know I would probably get some thinner masking tape, maybe some pinstriping tape, like a 1/4 inch, so I can help maybe do the curves a little bit. Not sure, but I think it came out pretty good, right? Now that's for like the 65 and older, or for, you know, Valiants. But if you have a Barracuda where you have the Plymouth logos, you know, there's no color, it's just the black. I would imagine it'd be the same thing if the black was all fading out on there. Do the same thing, scrape it all off, paint it again. Just keep the gunk out of the lines for the Plymouth, just like you did for the V for the Valiant, and you'd be good to go. So I want to thank you all for coming back and watching. I appreciate you. Smash that like button, and if you like what we're doing here on the channel, please consider subscribing. I'll catch you next time.